Welcome, Captain, to Subnautica number 2. Your third mission will be commencing on the 14th of May. Humans who ventured throughout both previous installments have had almost 9 hours to come up with 10 things they want to see improved in the upcoming sequel.
Ocean currents were one of the main means of transportation in the developmental phases until too little time and too many bugs led to the decision to not include them in the final version. Players often found themselves having to travel distances too small for a submarine and too big for fins. Judging by the current state in the ocean of rumors, we may still see this feature added, but there's no official confirmation as of yet. Out of all the content that's been cut, one of our personal favorites is the transfuser. It was able to sample DNA from all types of life forms. Then the players could use it to change or boost their abilities. Its model was used for Below Zero, but again cut. We have to agree with this decision as it would have made the game too crazy and even cartoony, which wasn't really the intended vibe. Our wish, though, would be to bring this fantastic tool back, but scale it down a notch. Remember Sylar from Heroes? What if sampling DNA was only possible by killing whatever creature you're sampling it from, and injecting the serum would make you lose your sanity, bit by bit? Creators uncovered their playtest called Terrain Test to the public 12 years ago. That test served as a basis for Subnautica for the terrain to change every time a player starts a new in-game world. After 5 years of development, the devs announced they're removing the project from the game, so the terrain test got scrapped and forgotten. Or it has been collecting dust until recently, and someone finally did a cleanup. The original Subnautica utilizes a fixed spawn point, meaning the player always starts their playthrough from the same position. No more boring spawns and maps fully memorized, because now there's a new adventure happening every time. Not really. Subnautica 2 features handcrafted maps, meaning any kind of random generator would make all the effort put into making those maps for nothing. Do we appreciate the effort? Sure. Do we crave that incomparable sense of adventure? Absolutely. Is that achievable with pre-made maps? Probably. And now for some court drama before diving into more content. Take a deep breath and we'll even speed it up for you. 3, 2, 1, and go. Unknown Worlds was bought in 2021 by the South Korean publisher Krafton for $500 million, with an agreed upon $250 million bonus if it sells well. Subnautica 2 begins production in 2022. Early access is expected in 2023, but gets delayed to sometime in 2025. In 2025, Krafton fires the 3 executives that would receive 90% of the $250 million bonus, accusing them of abandoning their responsibilities to work on their other projects, which further delayed the game's release. Krafton and Unknown Worlds enter into a legal battle on the same year. Court files revealed that Krafton CEO consulted ChatGPT on how to avoid paying the $250 million bonus and let AI come up with a takeover strategy. Krafton CEO ignores his lawyer's advice and follows ChatGPT's instead. Altera is literally an evil corporation that puts money over human life, so this whole ordeal is pretty ironic. We'll let you decide which corporation is the evil one. After only a few hours in, players unlock a weapon that is way too overpowered. There is not much you can do when encountering a predator, which is when the use of a stasis rifle is recommended. The weapon was originally designed for freezing enemies so a player would be able to run away. But if you aim for the creature's head, freeze it, you can cut it off with your knife. The game itself shouldn't be combat-based, and there should be equipment available that would only chase or scare away the beastly enemy, not kill them. Subnautica is known to be environmentally friendly and raising awareness of environmental pollution, so straight up killing a creature is a tiny bit out of character. The original Subnautica had only 4 different vehicles: Cyclops, Prawn Suit, Seamoth, and Seaglide, with Cyclops being the only mobile base available. Below Zero removed it and didn't offer an adequate substitute. We got spooked, again, that the sequel won't provide us with a big enough transport. Tadpole is said to replace both Seamoth and the Prawn Suit as its wings are detachable, making it transformable. Wakemaker would replace Seaglide, then a Cyclops substitute will most likely be the large submarine, which we still don't know for sure as it won't be available in early access. The new vehicle lineup is completely different now, seeing as Subnautica 2's planet Zazura consists of different biomes and requirements. How many biomes did you visit on planet 4546b? Maybe 8 to 10 if you finished the story and didn't go much deeper. And that is in no way your own fault, it's the game's narrative design. Subnautica consists of over 30 biomes, and most of the players do 80% of their playthrough in only 8 to 10 of them. Why? Because they're lazy and want to finish the game as soon as possible? Or is it average narrative design? Apart from their own curiosity, the story doesn't really make the player visit new parts of the map. Subnautica 2's map shall be bigger than the first one, setting a perfect stage for the same mistakes. Average is still solid, but with a game that's mostly 9 out of 10, if you ask us, it's a shame. We would much rather have a smaller one that is fully utilized than a big one that keeps disappointing in the same way. Did you finish the game and are now troubled with the post-game depression? We're not even squidding. PGD is no joke. There's a smart group of Subnautica players that is relentlessly concocting new ways of dealing with thalassophobia. DLC or New Game Plus or bigger challenges after beating the game would surely please eager fans. We wouldn't mind additional side content involving that egg nest or learning more about aliens. The original Subnautica's biggest predators have a not-so-well-programmed AI. The game wants you to believe interactions with them are a complex system involving the amount of light that can irritate them, but in most cases they attack once and leave, giving you a chance to escape. Your stalker Leviathan won't stop following you once you're outside its active zone anymore. Now it can follow you all the way to your home. Nighttime in Subnautica is scary, and also beautiful. Now imagine if the weather conditions outside the water made a difference in your gameplay. If the rain disturbed the creatures closer to the surface. If the storm, the thunder, and lightning affected only specific species and made them more powerful, or less. If the snow and the cold made certain creatures behave erratically. We definitely sink more motion in the ocean would get more players hooked if you catch our drift. Do you choose the quiet, mysterious type, the kind of protagonist who leaves the audience guessing and lets them do all the thinking? This puts in focus the loneliness, the isolation, and feeling small in a big world, which is exactly the goal of the game. Or do you choose the talkative type, the one that makes you wish there was a mute button? If Subnautica left you too scared, Below Zero offers solace with the constant chatter. So, are you Team Riley or Team Robin? In Subnautica 2, ideally, you can be Team both. With the multiplayer mode available, hopefully you can switch. Subnautica 2's early access isn't limited to PC. It supports Steam Deck and ROG Xbox Ally as well. So what are you waiting for? Let's get to the COPPA. And let us know in the comments if you'll be playing ASAP or patiently waiting for all the updates and bug fixes.